What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Iccy Show. This is interview 516 interviews I've done in 4 years. Give the CEO a second to get on here from Boston, 617. We'll start this Iccy Show. We're having some technical difficulties, but we will get him. If you want to be a guest on the Iccy Show, I'm booking until December this year at the end. So inbox me and let me know. And my interviews are $50. Make sure you get your tickets. For next Sunday, it's going down 603 Bar and Grill, Manchester, New Hampshire. I'm hosting it. Felix is co-hosting it. M Styles is throwing it together. Great talent is on the stage. DJ Cruz is the DJ that night. Wear your Halloween costumes. Get your tickets ahead of time to save $5. Otherwise, it will be $15 at the door. Come on a date with your loved one. It's going to be the best costume party. Let's go. Peace, Mark. Go check out yesterday's interview. We were talking some deep conversations yesterday on the interview, and it's important. Tune in every Monday. He does the rant, and it's important, if you have something to just get off, that you're stressed out or just need someone to rant, tune into that show. It will relieve some stuff out of your brain. So we're just, I'm waiting to get Preme on here. For some reason, we were having some technical difficulties a second ago getting him on. So I just sent him the ad in again. Hopefully he gets it. Real quick, tomorrow start at 3 p.m. Eastern Time is the next interview. The 26th, Family Ties. And the 28th, Rap Star. That's the lineup for October. And then November is already booked up. And then we're into December. Tune in every Tuesday. Bible studies for the children. It's about 10-15 minutes long. We're just waiting. We were just having a second technical difficulties, guys. So we're just waiting for him to get on here. Give him a couple extra minutes. I apologize. Go get your t-shirts, your stickers, your banners at your boy Custom Clothing Store. Let them know. Let them know the Iccy Show sent you for a discount. I'm the first lady of your boy Nices. So you guys know that it's been known, but a lot of people didn't know, so I'm telling everybody. My condolences if anyone lost anyone. Happy birthday if it's your birthday. Happy anniversary if it's your anniversary. You at work, Mark? October is Domestic Violence Month too, guys. I had Angela Edwards last week. Go check out that interview. I just added you. Hey, Preme, welcome
What's
to the
up, right?
Iccy Show.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to get it on my laptop, but my laptop seems like it won't let me do that. So, you go to the backup plan, to make it
Yep,
happen. Hey,
yep.
hey everybody, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming to y'all to the Iccy Show right out here in beautiful Orlando, Florida, cold chilling. Now that I'm on this joint, I probably could take y'all on a tour if Icy let me. But go ahead, Icy. I'm here. I'm in the building.
Yes. Finally got Preme in the building. I'm very honored to have you on the Iccy Show. You've done a lot for Boston, and I think people really need to know who you are because you've done so much, and you stay behind the scenes, but you're a great man. And I feel like, I've been reaching out to a lot of people that I feel like needs to get flowers, that haven't gotten flowers. And, you did the Don Hazel, the gangster red carpet with Don Hazel, RIP. And I consider you a legend of Boston. And people
Boy.
that don't know of you, I feel like they need to know of you because I tell people and some people don't know. And you're a great man. You help the community a lot. You help a lot of artists. So what have you been doing these last couple of years that people don't know of?
You been more than years, babe. There's a whole lot to put a formula together, being a mad scientist in the lab all the time, trying to find the right mechanisms, dosages, and all that good stuff. But yeah, we got a lot of things going on. Let me just basically tell everybody who don't know who I am about who I am and what I'm doing, what I do. I'm a CEO, founder of Supreme Entertainment, close to a 38-year-old company. I was the first independent manager to ever come out of a record label. I worked for Universal Records for some years and kind of learned the behind the scenes techniques of the industry itself. And I've been using it. I'm a former singer, artist that came out the ranks. I'm also the executive director of artist development and managing managing A&R for BMG Records, where we we make very few selections over there because like I said, it's a formula. You just can't put anything and everything with it. Um, with that, I got a lot to talk about, so I'm gonna stop right there, um, and say, the newest thing that's up, and then we'll go backwards into the past, come from the future into the past. Newest thing that came up is that we are partnering with another partner, I Am Hot, House of Treasures, and creating affordable travel for independent artists. And I'm at one of the locations that we will be using, that we completely locked down. I'll be glad to give you guys a tour in a moment. But I'm sure Icey got some questions for me.
Yes,
And
definitely, definitely. So, how can they find out, to book you, if they want, for you to become their manager, if they want you to, book this lovely luxury where you are right now, and how many more artists are you going to be putting underneath your label?
okay, BMG Records now is looking for R&B singer, um, gospel singer,
Nice.
um, and that's pretty much where we're at right now with the two to add to the portfolio of BMG Records. In order anywhere here on the Northeast coast, the Tri-States, if you're looking for Supreme Entertainment to manage it, you got to go through like BMG Records. They're the New England Tri-States label that BMG Records managed through, and it's much more beneficial for you to go that route versus coming directly to us. And we do have what we call private clients, private independent clients, and these are individuals that's really taking on their form and shape of structuring their business. Um, uh, Different pricing goes with the different artists based on where and what you need administratively for us to really set pricing. As an independent manager, we are work for hire. We are not the label. Even though as a manager, it is expected, and part of what I do is to help push things to move faster. So that's required. If we don't have access to your funds to move your project, we would, advance you the funds in order to move the project.
That's nice. That's really nice. That's very nice of you to do that. A lot of people don't do that, so salute to you, definitely, you and your team.
Mm. Yeah. Big shout out to Bugsy Street, CEO of BMG Records, also part of the BMG boys, BMG gang that's about to come out. We're coming out with the new BMG gangs. um, and big shout outs to Jay
Wow.
Swagger, who is our newest artist to sign up to BMG Records. I'm looking forward to working with him. I've been doing some offline side work with him, and we get a lot of good responses from his music. Um, Now I could say that because he's allowing me access to his music, and where I don't have the access, we learn and find out, making sure he at least has the access. This helps him, be able to, connect with his fans around the world, as well as, better control of his portals and stuff that he's got to work with as an independent artist. BMG Records is designed as each one teach one business. There is no trade secrets that we will keep. Once you're with the label, you do sign a contract and all that stuff, and it has disclosure in it and all that beautiful stuff. But you got somebody in that back office doing that work, getting an idea of those numbers, and making sure you're not not being, botted, because nowadays the record industry has totally changed. The digital industry is here, ladies and gentlemen. If you're doing it the old way, you thought that it was slow that way. It's even slower now because no one is really focusing in that direction on finding artists or getting artists the way they used to. Uh, there's a there's an occasional A&R that you may come across, but you have to be in what is called those entertainment states. Those entertainment states, i.e., various like Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Atlanta, New York, so forth and so on. Um, you may find an A&R that scout you out, and they could see the relevance in you. And with that being said, you got to be ready for stuff like that. It's very important, that you understand that street and business, it just can't mix. It doesn't work. You
Yeah.
know, um, you may have it for a minute, but that minute, we're talking about lifetime. And that's two different things right there. When you talk lifetime, you got to do what you got to do professionally to get what you got to get to be successful.
Yes. I'm so happy. I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm so happy you have Jay Swags, because when I did his first interview, this was about 3 years ago. I told him at that interview, I said, reach out to you, because he was looking for a manager at that time. So I'm happy things are working out. I like to see people, working together and getting, things out there from Boston. And I see you. You're in Florida. I'm jealous that you're over there, but it's looking nice over there. I'm proud
It
of you.
is. It's
You deserve it. You deserve
beautiful
it.
weather. Yeah,
Are you
beautiful
staying out
weather.
there, or just temporarily you're out there?
No, 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 no. I'm out here this is a business trip. One of the things I'm proud of myself on is with this new venture, uh, being able to house or provide stay in different states for artists. I'm very curious of where are these locations, what's the stay like, what do I gotta do, especially being a part of the board that I'm on that oversees this operation in these different various states. Um, I have access to over 400,000 resorts around the world, which gives me the ability to begin and help artists with the tour that they may be looking for, or getting to those spots and not worrying about a place to stay and so forth so on. And there's different packages and stuff that we're right now trying to put together. How they say you got to put the recipe together so you know what you're paying for in the cake.
Yes.
So we're doing all of that. We're trying to find the best stuff, best way to help you save on your budget. You
I
know,
love
um, everybody got to understand this. This is a not if you thought the old industry was a shark business, the digital industry is totally off the chain because you can get ripped off and there's nothing you can do about it. Especially
it.
if you
Yes.
don't understand the individual that you're, doing business with. And most business is digitally done now. It's not a face-to-face to the office in a brick mortar type place you go to make it happen. It's
Right.
mostly done now, you know, uh, over in Alaska from Boston through video chat, through emails. Most times I don't even get to see some of my team members that work for me with Supreme Entertainment in various states such as Alaska. So the digital world is totally changing but also creating more and more good as well as bad opportunity. You
Right.
know, and that's where somebody like myself comes into relevancy, because I know how to identify those over the years, because I called it out. I said there's not going to be a label because artists are going to take possession of their intellectual property, and I really saw that coming, and it's really coming hard, and it has been coming hard for the past 10 years. I'm looking at 20 years from now, you're going to see a lot of independent artists, as long as they go and learn what they need to be doing, is going to gain success from mechanical royalties and so forth, so on. You know,
That's awesome.
it's up to the independent artists, though. They got to learn the business. If you're in the business, you got to learn it. You can't just accept that somebody else is going to learn it and rock it for you. You know, you
Right.
lose there. And the other
Right.
part is being ready to invest. If you can't invest in yourself, why are you looking at me? Why am I going to invest in you and you don't want to invest in yourself? Because if I invest in you and I blow you up, guess what? I blew you up, but that's my money.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I own it. The dollar bill trumps any, thing when it comes down to this type of business. And everybody knows that. That's what kills most of it, because most people don't understand the dynamics of the business. And, I was blessed to have Bugsy not only give me the opportunity to educate him around the business, but, groom him to be ready to handle his, position as a CEO of a record label. What he has to look for, what he has to do, how he has
I
to,
love it.
be about it, you know.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
I love how you're teaching him, the business side, and he's an artist, so he's growing. He's not just stopping as an artist. He's keep going and going and going. I love that. I love that. And he always promotes himself. I must say, as an artist, a lot of artists don't like to promote themselves, but your artists always promoting themselves. I love it. And they do great performances. They interact with the crowd. I've seen your artists perform many times. They rock the stage, and I love this new thing you're doing for the artists. It's like a timeshare in the industry. I love it.
Right. We're networkers. We don't do timeshares and stuff like that. It's a different. It's kind of works this kind of almost the same, but it's a totally different process. And we're also looking for other little mechanisms that we could do. And this is one of them. This is a test pilot for us. Which I'm hoping that it proves itself to be worthy. But it's up to different artists to reach out to me, and let's work that package. First thing I'm going to do is make sure that you have a budget, and you when you're ready to do things, I got to make sure your budget is ready and is there. You that's the beauty of it. You're going to get a return on your investment, because you're not only going to be on when you work with a tour with us. We don't just take you on a tour. Your tour is also a workshop for us to educate you on the things that you need to know in the industry, and how to market and move your merchandise, to brand you know you as an artist.
That's awesome. I love it. Definitely. I've been playing on my daily pitches. I've been putting Bugsy Street Coco. I think it's Coco is the name of the song. I've been playing that. I love that. I love the flow of it. And there's another new one they just came out. I love it. I love how they're changing it up. And I know
Mm.
that they're opening up for Onyx. Is it next
Yeah.
month?
Yeah, yep. Next month they'll be opening up for Onyx. Big shout out to Omega Red for making that connection for me. And yeah, they're gonna be doing that. Uh, they just Sinbad and Bugsy both just released their own single albums. Showing as their individuality as an independent artist. You know,
Awesome.
um, we know they're powerhouses when they come together as the BMG boys. You know, um, so don't everybody get think that they're not going to see anything from the BMG boys. But now we're going to be introducing the BMG gang with J Swags.
I love it.
So
That's awesome. Congratulations to everyone on the team. Salute. I'm proud of everyone.
yeah, well, I love it too because the fact of them be doing their part, and the main part for me is them trusting me with their career. You know, you don't get that a lot. You don't get people to trust you with their career, and sometimes if you do, then it goes into the issues of do this person knows what when, what, and how, and so forth, so on. And we get mad when mistakes are happening.
Right.
So what I say to everybody, anybody can be a manager. This is a hand down proven truth statement here. But what you got to do is you got to understand as an independent artist, and you're taking a manager on, or they're taking you on, you got to make sure you're doing your part to give them things to manage, and making sure that they're educating themselves to manage you. Point out the things that you necessarily in this growth that you're trying to do with your music, clothing line, whatever you have, what direction you want to do. Talk to him or her, and understand your fan base, and you know making sure that they pay attention to how the fan base responds.
Right.
So it's a lot to it. You know, um, when it comes down to managing, all right, but it's not as difficult as everybody make it out to see. I invite everybody to go to YouTube, YouTube University. They got a lot of good pointers and tips out there as well.
Definitely, definitely. What is the best advice you've been given during your whole career?
That I've been given.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna go after my. I'm gonna go after my fallen predecessor. Chuck Turner. He told me never trust another man without trusting a man. And it was a kind of like a little thing that we was doing back and forth. And I asked him, I said, "What do you mean by that?" He says, everybody that comes in your face gonna either look like you, want to act the things that you want to act out, or want to just to be around you, but they don't have your interest in heart. Be around those that have your interest versus those who don't. So you gotta trust first, and then you find out. It's just like anything in a relationship, you
Yes.
know. So, um, the other one I'll put out there is what you do today is gonna only succeed in your tomorrow.
Mhm.
That's you. That's you all day, and I do that.
And you make
You
a
know.
big difference in the community. Are you collecting food anytime soon for
We-
the
A
community?
part of Supreme Entertainment is public relations. It's where we reach out to back to those who gave to the many artists that we work with, and making sure that they're okay, because without them there's no us. So it's part of that. And also that was also a big part of when I was with the NAACP, an organization that is one of the oldest, boldest black organizations that's out here, um, as a third vice president. And
Nice.
I just saw that my people
Congratulations.
was not, really surviving. And I had a little authority, a little power, you know what I'm saying? So I started slinging and swinging. But yeah, with Black Market Records, we do I Eat, We Eat. That's a campaign that we do all year round, and it's where people donate, and then we do little small things like turkey giveaways, and some small dinners. Sometimes we help people on certain bills and certain issues such as that.
That's nice. I love what you do. It's always positive what I hear. And I salute you 1000, especially being the OG from Boston 617. I know you've seen it all, from how the technology has changed. Like you said, technology is here to stay and it's taking over. Um, you know, do you
Right,
wish that,
embrace it. Do I wish
go
what?
ahead, do you wish that
Nah,
we
I just
were,
was saying, yeah, take it, embrace it.
do you think that, we shouldn't have advanced so much in the technology, supposed to like how we used to do the music industry back in the day?
Hell, no, we should advance as much as we can. We just got to keep up with the technology. We created this beings, human beings, or whatever being you call yourself. You created this, and it was created and given as a part of us
Mhm.
advance. That's how we, have other individuals succeed in different, you know, things that they're trying to do.
Right.
Except when they play with the DNA stuff, that's when I got a problem.
How do you feel about, everything that's going on with the corona shot? Are you for the shot? No?
Oh no, I ain't playing no shot thing game. Listen. It behooved me. I'm gonna tell you why. Why? Because everybody got bamboozled. You were told to take a shot, and the shot was going to prevent or not. Then it changed where, okay, yeah, no, you just make it easy while you go through it. I just say wash up. I was gonna say something else, but because my girl Iccy Showw, I ain't gonna be too bold and belligerent. But everybody just clean up. You know what I'm saying? Remember the cold.
Oh, we lost service. Oh, Preme, we need you back. He's kicking knowledge, guys. He's kicking knowledge on the Iccy Show. Oh, we need him back. What's up, Zach Star? Nicole, Lenny, African Man Born Music. Peace, peace, everybody. Just give him a second. He was going to give us a tour. That's great what he's doing. You artists need to jump on that, for real, for real. Give him a second. When he pops back up, hopefully his phone didn't die. I want to see the tour of the place. It looked very nice. The scenery looked nice, peaceful, relaxing. That's what I'm talking about. So artists, he's looking for an R&B um artist. So make sure you link with him. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. I hope he comes back. Preme, are you on here? It doesn't show me you're on here, but I hope he comes back. We're gonna get him back. He's in Florida. Oh, he's back. He's back. Does it give you the option to send me the tag in like before? I just sent it to you. Here we go. Welcome back. Welcome
Yeah,
back.
I'm sorry.
It's
Sorry
okay.
about that.
It's
I'm
okay.
over here in what is this? Alligator country.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Um, no, like I was saying, it's really based on you educating you. Don't digital marketing, digital world is coming. It's here. It's gonna stay, and it's gonna advance you. If you utilize it right, you can make money off of it. Now, back in the day on the record label end, artists could only have live, and if they had merchandise, hopefully they get their merchandise in a five and dime store. They really lucky they get in department stores. You know, here now, what you all don't understand because of the new digital revolution, you have 27 different ways to make money in this business. So there's no excuse, none, other than you. Yeah, some people taking the time and saying, "Oh, I want to be mad because they changed this thing." Change ain't bad. Shit, you don't get mad when you get a change from the dollar bill. So don't get mad with the changes that happens in life. You know what I'm saying? Just get with it, rock with it, and you may be able to, advance on something that somebody else has done. That's what we try to do. You
Yes.
know, we welcome mistakes. Shit, that's how I find out what's right.
Definitely. What's the lineup for the shows you have? I know next month is for the Onyx show, and is there any other shows booked for your artists?
Oh man, I should have studied that whole dang on calendar. There's a lot going on. Let me start like this. Every Tuesday night I have my show on WRBB 104.9 FM, and it's from Tuesday night 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. And all we do is we play independent music with a little independent thoughts. You know what I'm saying? We're very humorous. Big shouts to my man, Big Charles Green the third. Appreciate his talent and ability. To all the former What's Up Boston crew members, y'all are still in the heart, and I'm loving to see and I'm watching y'all advancement. So that's one of the things. So every Tuesday night, it'd be great if everybody just tuned in and got a part as a support, and that's going to cost you nothing. That's the beauty of it. Oh, well, if you want to get your music played, you got to go through whatsupboston@gmail.com. That's what's up with a Z at gmail.com. And what we do is we screen your music, and what we also do is we respond back to you to see if you have a Spotify. Because, see, on our station, we're a BDS station, which means anytime we spin your music, we report your music, which means you get credit, which is added to your royalties. The other part is that double whammy, why and how. Because if you got a Spotify, we're going to play your music from Spotify, still report it. You just turn that little 3/4 of a penny almost into a full penny in one shot. So that's one of the things that we got to do with us. And also we're a Nielsen representative and reporter as well. So if we like your music, we're going to send it into Nielsen monitor. And this is what I mean by artists have to have their stuff in order. If you got somebody like me that's liking your music and we're doing all that to you, I don't want to just do it for your royalties that you should be receiving, being received in a black box. Because see what happens, every quarter, whatever goes in that black box is broken up amongst the top labels. So you're paying labels for doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? And by you paying labels for doing nothing, again, you could have used that money to pay a bill and make the next project.
Right.
So it's important for you to come for your, one of the things that we require once we do, we check you and stuff like that. And if none of these things are in order, we offer our services, and hopefully, but absent of that, we won't play the music. I mean, no matter how hot it is, whatever it is, if you're missing any of those components, we won't play your music. It's not that this is a business. And if I can't be in the business to getting you recognizing notice and getting you the money that is yours, then, I'm not here to do hobby. You know what I'm saying? So The other thing that we got going on, like, you know, of course, you know, they got going on. Then they got another show. Oh God, it's supposed to be, I believe, at the One Street Grill in Manchester. Uh, and we have the BMG Boys, which the name is going to change to the BMG Records of Friends Tour. That's a tour that not only is going to be for taking the BMG Boys on the top towns that their fan base is based in, but also it's to bring other artists along with us as well, through education. So there's a BMG Boy and Friends Tour showcase that's called Stocks Rising. Nice. And we're looking for artists, you know, and we're looking for all genres. A lot of artists that are out there, you know, we're not just looking for, you know, the hip hop artists. We're also looking for the other artists, which are, you know, R&B, you know, opera singers. Man, listen, for real, you know. One of the things when I went out to Las Vegas, as soon as the helicopter goes by, one of the things I learned in Las Vegas is, like, you know, cover singers. Let me say this to you guys. Y'all wasting your time if you ain't went out there and worked out a deal. Cover singers out there, you know, some of them are getting paid anywhere from $150 a night all the way up to about $1,000 a week. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, y'all gotta broaden your horizons and step outside your comfort zone. If you know, in this business to do business, you gotta know where to go do your business. You know, that's a little droppings I'm telling y'all. Any of you independent artists, I don't care what genre you're, you know, or platform you're on.
That's good. That's you know, it is an entertainment city, Las Vegas, and you know, I've been out there. It's a great time, but like you said, they do have people that do that. So artists, don't sleep. He's kicking knowledge to you for free over here.
Yeah. So now I'm over here scouting out Orlando, you know, the Florida side of things. You know, comparison them out, you know, as well as, you know, working, you know, with a few, you know, networking partners out this way to make some things happen. You know, nice. She don't want to get on the camera. I asked her if she'd get on the camera, you know, but she don't want to get on the camera. It's all good.
Salute to her.
You know, check her out. The website is I Am Hot. That's I Am Hot with 2T's.com. You know, that's where you get. Okay, see, I got him.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, welcome to Iccy Showw.
This is Iccy. Hi, Iccy. Nice to meet you.
This is Miss Key, y'all.
Yeah,
this is Miss Key.
I follow you. I like your content on your show. Yeah.
Thank you. If you never ever need an interview, I got
you. Bye.
Bye.
Miss Key, y'all. She's my partner that's creating this new way of artists being able to enjoy locations that, you know, they might not know, might not normally enjoy. I'm loving it because if you travel and you've done hotel stays, motel stays, you'll know what I'm talking about when I say, you know, you would enjoy the comforts of home. And that's some of the things that, you know, Supreme Hot Travel is trying to do, is provide the artists a stay at locations while they do their thing, but it's a comfort that they can feel good to go back to at home and not be, you know, go through, you know, the nuances of just being in a 4x7 room and the only thing you got is a toilet and a TV.
Right.
You know, the places that we set them up are they're condos. They're actually apartments. You know, you have your own full kitchen, so you can go out, shop, put stuff in the refrigerator. You know, you got the, you know, your knives, your forks, and everything that you need to cook and chef things up. All you gotta do is just bring the condiments, the seasons, and the meats. You're good. You know what I mean?
That's
Um,
what I'm talking about.
the other part is you have a living room. You're also gonna have a 1, 2, 3, 4. It's your choice how many bedrooms you need. You know, but I say it's up to 4 bedrooms because when you go past 4 bedrooms, it really gets expensive. Um, you have 2 bathrooms. You know, I mean, even we have studio condos too. Those are even nice as well. But I'm just in love with the ones and up. They're dope as heck. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you won't mind not just going to a show, perform, and then go home. You want to network with people and bring them back to these locations to network with them to make your business even better. Another jewel just for those that went over their heads. You know?
Yes, yes, definitely. It's so true what you're saying, definitely. And another thing is then you don't need to deal when you're, traveling and you get to the hotel and your room's not ready. That's the worst. You got everything plugged in with you, and that's awesome. You don't need to worry. You just go to your location, boom, unpack, do what you got to do, go to your show. So everyone, link with Preme. He knows what he's talking about. He's networking. Look at him. He's in Florida right now. He's getting everything together, and he's experiencing it. So he got to stay at the rooms where he is. He's suggesting to you guys. So I would book it up. The holidays are coming. I'm sure the timing's gonna go fast. So you got great.
Yeah. You can bring your family here, you know, while you go out and do your hustle. Your family can enjoy things like, you know, hold up, let me see. Can I turn this thing around? Well, like, y'all can see it.
Oh, that's beautiful. Woo! I love it.
You know, y'all, you can leave your family here. They can go enjoy the pool. You know, there's, I get up every morning, gotta keep these muscles in shape. But, yeah, it's all the luxuries of home. You know what I'm saying? What I mean, and I wouldn't have someone, just come here and I haven't stayed or tried my own service. So this is one of the things that I do is, travel around now and checking out the various locations. The reason why we checked out this location is because we have Miami on our radar. We have a very large fan base in Miami, and we wanted to find a good location so when we do set up things in Miami, um, it's accessible, close, all that good stuff. It's a lot. It's a lot when you do this type of work. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. Instead
You
of a
know.
traveling agency, we call you. And where can they find you? Let them know all your social media where they can find you,
Uh-oh.
request you.
What? Say again? I don't think I should go that way.
I was saying, let them know all your social media where they can find you, book you, your phone number, all that. Or if you want to give your phone number on here.
Oh yeah. If you want to get it, tap in and holler at us, get a little consulting going on. If you mention Iccy Showw, I'll give you 2 free hours. You know what I'm saying? That's my girl. So let's see. Oh yeah, Facebook. I'm sorry. I'm worse than my artists, and I be putting them on point with this stuff all the time. Um, Facebook. Always get on that, especially if you want to get your music on there. Spotify, BMG Records, independent music. Yo, lock it in. Call it. Check out a lot of the independent music that's on there. These are real people. These people may be the people that It's right next door to you, you know, right out your yard. You know what I'm saying? So give them the support, because every time you listen to that one joint, 30 seconds, they got a stream. That's love. That's all I can say. That's real love. You know, it ain't costing you a thing. Back in
Definitely.
the day, you had to spend that little, you know, wait a minute. I ain't gonna say my age. I gotta put
Yeah,
a stop to
you're
some of the
21.
things I'm saying. Say again, hun?
I said it's the new age. You're the new 21.
There it is. There it is. Uh-huh. But yeah, if anybody, I'm open. A lot of my people don't like me to be so open, but I'm open. Anytime you need information or whatever have you, if I can help you with it, I'm gonna help you with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out, you know, to bamboozle anybody, because I don't want to be bamboozled. And in this game, you can run into easy people. I mean, I watch it every day. I don't knock no man, no woman, hustle. Everybody gotta survive. And if you become a victim of their, you know, their method, you gotta just get wiser. You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad at them because you fell for the bamboozle. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people do. They fall for the bamboozle and then they get mad because this person or that person did X, Y, Z. Well, you made that yourself accessible for that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm just saying, you know, let's do love, peace, and happiness. And the only way
Yeah.
we do that, you know, is, you know, we learn how to forgive and accept, you
Yeah.
know, because we all have responsibilities in this world. I
Right.
don't care what nobody said. We all have responsibilities in this world. And it's how you want to leave it, you know, point blank. Me, I want to leave a legacy, you know, where everybody say, you know, like my man Don Hazel, he was a good dude, you know. Shout outs to him and peace and love and happiness all the way around, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of the stuff that y'all see that I'll be doing for independent artists is a lot of stuff that me and Don was in the process of doing before, you know, he decided to leave me, you know, so it is what it is. And no disrespect, a lot of the people that Don was able to work with, that's a beautiful thing. But I'm about the business, and Don was about, you know, the opportunity, you know, and he knows in order for us to get an opportunity in the door of anything, we got to turn it into business. And a lot of the opportunities that he was working with was not about their business, so
Yeah.
it is what it is. You know.
Definitely. Are you gonna come back out in the music industry anytime before you retire, you think?
I am not doing no music. I'm staying behind the scenes, baby. I'm stay behind the scenes, do the producing and the managing and the consulting that I do, you know.
Oh,
But I'm not interested in, you know, blessing the mic. I might destroy it right now. I ain't been singing in a minute.
okay, okay. I hope to see you if you're back next Sunday. We have a show. M Styles is throwing it in 603 Bar and Grill in Manchester, New Hampshire next Sunday. Tickets are 15 at the door.
I
Save.
I think that's the one BMG boys are doing.
Oh, it is?
I believe so.
Because I know they're in
That's the
November. I think they got the November one out
Oh,
there.
the November one? Yeah, okay. All right.
I know they're back.
It's
Yeah, I've seen
so
them
much
on.
going on, I'm confused.
There's a lot going on.
Shout out Sam Styles, by the way.
M Styles?
Yeah, big shout out to her.
Yes, I'm proud of her. Definitely. Shout out to her. Definitely.
Yeah, and artists also reach out to me because I got festivals for next year. 2020, 23 is coming. We got the Hood Fest that we're going to be looking for talent. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple of other outdoor events. And I'm sure that list is going to, you know, grow as we, you know, go from state to state as we're doing right now. Um, you know, reach out, man. 'Cause I mean, I'm always about, you know, providing, you know, giving you the opportunity. But the whole point, the only thing I'm asking for is you to pay it forward.
Definitely. Definitely, definitely. I appreciate you, Preme, giving the education to artists You know, they need to know, especially someone that's already been in the industry and from Boston, 617, and put everybody on. You know, you put a lot of people on, and, you know, sometimes people might take your kindness for a weakness, but you always direct everyone the right way. And that's what I love about you. When Don Hazel passed, you got everyone together right away. You know, I love what you do for the community. And how do you think we can change? I know we recently lost two young females in Boston, 617. How do you think we can make a change, you think, in the streets? Do you think we have hope for Boston, or what's your look for that?
Man, it's all like I said. It's all about peace, love, and happiness, man. Um, it's easy to get mad. It's hard to stay calm, you know. But you know, I practice the calm measure, you know, and I find more peace in that. So, you know, everybody don't get mad, you know. People ask me, you know, why ain't I, you know, mad about certain things, like, you know, when contracts are violated and da 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 da. Man, listen, I live comfortable, as y'all see. I live comfortable. Sometimes you just can't make the bar, and you know, you it doesn't work for you. And I mean, I'll keep the contract on hold because sometime in the future, maybe you will make it and we'll do something. But I don't try to do no, you know, suits and all that other stuff like a lot of my, you know, my attorneys and everybody wants me to do with a few contracts that, you know, we've gone over for the last ending of the year. You know, I'm about, if I can't do good for you, by you, I don't need to be near you. You know what I'm saying? And I expect the same thing back. You know, be good to me. You know, let's be good to each other. Love, peace, and happiness. That's what it's all about. You know.
Life's too short, and that's important. You know, enjoy life, but also, you know, love, peace, like he just said, and everyone to get along and listen to this man. Book him if you need a consult. I'm telling you, he's a great mentor. He's not gonna say the wrong thing to you. He's just, you know, he's telling you how it is. You do have to invest in yourself. That is a must. I've invested myself doing the Iccy Show, making shirts, anything. You know, you have to really invest in
All of it
yourself.
counts. All of it counts.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you
Exactly.
want people to look at you and want to buy into you. You know what I'm saying? That's very important. You know, expectations is one of the things that a lot of people expect.
Is there any shout outs you want to give, Preme, or anything else you would like to bring up?
Fuck everybody.
It's kids around.
I love it. I love it.
Them too. Nah. I got, like I said, love, peace, and hair grease. You know, big shout out to my team. You know, J Swag, Bugsy Streets. You know, Miss K, Sinbad, Peoples. Don't forget, if y'all need a ride, man, holler at the driver. He's out there. He's ready to get you there. Jeez. And you know, everybody, man. Y'all know I got love for all y'all. The shout out thing, I try not to because, you know, so many people, I don't want to forget nobody and say I didn't say nobody, but it's everybody. You know, it's a GLO thing with me. You know what I'm saying? Even with my haters. I love y'all. How y'all living out there?
Yeah, definitely. And I love it. You keep on smiling and you keep on going. And shout out to Miss K. Salute to her with the hospitality out there. I know you're having fun. You guys are looking like you're having a great time out there. So salute to you and Queen over there. Much respect to you.
Oh, most definitely. You know, again, check her out. You know, I am hot. That's I am hot with 2Ts.com. You know what I'm saying? She got some very good stuff. And be on the lookout because we got some adult vacations and family vacation things that we're going to be doing. So, you know, y'all might want to link in, tap in, be involved. You know what I'm saying? Because got a lot of things we want to, bring forth to the forefront, including providing platforms for independent artists. You know, not just what I work with, but around the place.
I love it. State to
You
state
know,
country.
yo, wait a minute, I got another shout out. Big shout out to my man Lenny. My dude, Dime Magazine. Dime Magazine's on all the time. I gave him I did an interview with him too. Y'all gotta go check that out. A whole lot of different flavor on that. You know what I'm saying? Plus I kicked some more stuff, that I don't, I try to switch it up, but, give everybody their own exclusive information, to do what they got to do with to get it to the people that needs to hear it,
Yeah.
Big shout out to my man Lenny. Been around him for a minute. Grip. Watched him build Dime Magazine, one of the hottest black magazines, urban magazines in the industry. Y'all go check him out as well. DimeMagazine.com. I believe that's what it is.
Yes, I believe so
for
too.
real.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, I see also AMB. I see you, man. I'll be back next week, man. We're gonna do that powwow, that sit down. Gotta give my man a shout out. Me and him been talking for a minute. Hopefully we'll see some things. I'm always about, building.
Yes,
But,
definitely. How about a documentary of you, where you started and where you're at now? Do you ever see that in the future for you?
well, honestly, big shouts out to Jacob. He was been talking to me about it. It's just that me myself, I'm always working behind the scenes. It's almost like do I really want to put myself out there in front of the scene? You know,
I think you should. Um, Even like you don't need to go into a whole depth, but pretty much like where you started to where you're at now. You put a lot of
Mhm.
things positive for Boston, and that's why I'm suggesting it. When you did that community youth
Yeah,
week,
yeah.
when you
A lot of stuff that
that,
everybody don't know about.
you what? We're having some technical difficulties. I
That.
apologize.
Mhm. But yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking to do a lot more. I'm looking to change, the dynamics in Boston altogether. Hopefully, some of the stuff that against their career and career choices.
Yes, I'm for it. Definitely, So artists is, when you come up with a promo or anything for it, just tag my page. And hopefully these artists will start jumping on it. Mention the Iccy Show. So you get those 2 hours, what he was just saying, that's important. And follow Preme. He's doing some big major moves. Boston 617, wake up. Look what he's doing. He's traveling state to state, country to country. That's what I was saying, state to state, country to country. And salute to you, Preme, once again. I appreciate everything you've done. And I appreciate you for the red carpet. You were part of the red carpet for Don Hazel, the gangster movie. Go check it out. It's on YouTube, everybody. And Preme, he helped a lot with that. So salute to him.
Yeah. Holler at your boy. Like I said, I'm around. I wish I had time to give you a tour, but I'm not getting a good signal. I'm losing y'all a lot. But I would love to. Just check out my page. There's gonna be a little brief tour of a lot of the locations and spots that we go to, as well. And that's where you can get to see it. Maybe even more informative because it'll be a lot of information on how you get involved with me and being able to get those things that make you look like a superstar. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. I appreciate you, Preme, coming on the Iccy Show from
Anytime,
Florida.
baby.
always a good time. And anytime you need an interview for any of your artists, inbox me. I got you covered. This is interview 516 interviews I've done in 4 years. Shout out to Preme. Salute to Florida. Shout out to everyone doing their thing, tuning in tonight. And tell a friend, and link with this man. Have a blessed night. Much love and respect, everyone. Peace.
Hey.
You said 516?